get answered. Mathematical literacy, conversions, and time. We shall look at this. So for question number 1, we shall start with this chart here that we see. The weather chart below shows different weather patterns for a week. Study the chart and answer the questions that follow, or the following questions. Forecast for Polokwane, represented by Polokwane district. Right, today, when you look at this, when you take a look at this, which day do you think it was this? It has to be a Monday. Why? Monday is the only day that's not showing here. So it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Anyway, here we go. This is when it was taken, sunrise, and all right, detailed forecast for Polokwane represents by. Okay. They ask us which unit of measurement is used to express temperature in South Africa. Remember, we have two types of temperature. One is Fahrenheit. One is Fahrenheit, and the other is what? So these are degrees. So one is metric. So we use this. This is the metric one, and this comes from what we call the imperial. This is under conversions. Imperial, when we look at the measurements in the olden days, so yards, feet, inches, that's imperial. And we look at metric, we look at kilometers, meters, centimeters. So here we are looking at, it says the unit of measurement, we shall say degrees Celsius, so you can write it in full. Degrees Celsius. Write down the days write down the days with the model maximum temperature. Model, number that appears most, way, maximum. So this is the maximum temperature. Which days have the, so when you look at 21, 29, 26, 29, 29 has appeared twice. So it's the mod there, 27, 22, 20. So which days are these? All right. If this was Monday, then you have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So which one? Okay, allow me come back here. Look at that. So it's Tuesday and Thursday. So the 2 days that we have a model number. It's Tuesday and Thursday, according to this chart here. Calculate the range of temperature on Friday. When we look at range, what comes in our head? Range will always be the highest value minus the lowest value. So simply meaning we shall take the maximum temperature minus the minimum temperature. So what's the minimum and what's the maximum temperatures on Friday? Let's go there and we see. Now these are the maximum temperatures that we have, and these are the minimum temperatures that we have on Friday. On Friday, we had 27 as maximum and minimum as 7. All right, then we shall come down here. We shall write 27 minus 7. So your answer becomes 20 degrees Celsius. That's the range. That's the range. All right. 1.1.4. Convert 29 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. Round off your answer to the nearest degree Fahrenheit. Guys, the moment you see that there is a formula, all you do, you try to substitute into your formula, right? The formula says Fahrenheit. The formula is for Fahrenheit. We are converting to Fahrenheit, which is okay. We don't need to substitute. Meaning, we need to where you see the C, you put the given temperature. Okay, the rest are okay. So here, open your brackets. 29 times 1,8 into. You understand? You close the brackets and you put everything. Now, when we multiply the 29 times 29 times 1,8, you have 52,2 plus 32. The answer became 84,2. But take note, they said to the nearest degree Fahrenheit. So simply meaning we don't need the decimals. So here the answer is supposed to be 84 degrees Fahrenheit. All right. We'll look at question number 1.2. 1.2, it looks at different kind of foods that we have here, provided by, I don't know, it's Tan. Let's read here and you see. Tando is a member of a stockfeller group who resides 47.5 kilometers away from the nearest supermarket. Below is this description of items they frequently buy for their stockfeller. All right. We have Tastic 10 kg rice, that much. We have 50 kg of Samp, then we have 150 grams of Lucky Star Pilchard. Okay, that's what you usually buy. So now we here 1.2, 1.2.1, they ask you to change kilograms to grams. Remember, we have kilograms. We want them to become grams, or they should become what? Milligrams. But in between these two, we have 1,000. Also in between these two, we have 1,000. Don't forget, big to small, you divide, whereas big to small, multiply. Big to small, multiply. Whereas small to big, you need to divide. You need to remember, we are saying big to small, multiply. Whereas small to big, you need to divide. Small to big, you need to divide. Anyway, so we are in between these two. Kilogram to gram. So we are heading to the right-hand side, simply meaning we are going from big to small. Big to small. Because a gram is smaller than a gram. So we need to multiply by what? By 1,000. So you come here, you take that, multiply by 1,000, and the answer became 5,000 grams. You may not write the word grams, but grams, you write the G. 1.2.2, Tando loves to give food to the less fortunate in small quantities of 125 grams. Determine how many packets of 125 grams will Tando be able to give or to get from one packet of 10 kg Tastic rice. What we're going to do, since we are going, so we ask ourselves, okay, he has 10 kg, but the packages or the small containers where he's going to pack, they cannot take 10 kg. He's going to pack the 10 kg into smaller packets of 125 grams. So the kg has to become grams before. You multiply by 1,000, you end up having 10,000. So these have become grams. So if you have 10,000 grams, you want to pack it in small packages of 125. What do? Divide by 125. What answer do you end up having? So 10,000 divided by 125 equals to 80. So this is 80 packets. You will have 80 packets. 1.2.3. Tando stated that the return trip from the supermarket to her house is 105 kilometers. Verify if her claim is correct. What we're going to do, we shall need to go there and we see what is the distance from her house to the supermarket. Remember in the scenario that we had on top here, it says Tando is a member of a stockfeller group who resides, who stays, who lives 47.5 kilograms away from the nearest supermarket. So let's come down. How are we going to verify that? This now, when you hear a return trip, that means to and fro, or going and coming back. Return. So you're going to multiply by 2. So it's 4.7 kilometers multiply this by 2. You'll end up having an answer as 95. 95 what? So this is not equal to 105 kilometers. So the claim, they said verify if the claim is what? Correct. So you conclude and you say it is incorrect. It is incorrect. Tando will leave. Tando will leave home at 5 minutes to 8 to reach the supermarket at 8:20. 20 minutes past 8. Determine the speed at which she will be driving to the supermarket. Use the formula below. Yes, whenever you're given a formula, please understand, analyze it. Because now this one says, because now what am I looking for? Determine the speed. Oh, indeed, I'm looking for speed. So speed is in the right place. Then if I'm to look for speed, that means I am given distance and I have time. All right, what's my distance? Remember, she told us she lives 47.5 kilometers from the supermarket. So the distance is 40. I will not use this because this is to and fro. Here, she will leave home. Simply meaning going. They have not told us that she will return. Yes, she has to return because she won't sleep in the supermarket. But for this now, we look at this because she's just going. So what about the time? Now, time we need to know. How much will she spend on the road? So what simply meaning? The arrival time minus the departing time. When you subtract these two, you remain with 25. 25, these are what? And minutes. Remember, speed is in kilometers per hour. You see? So we change the minutes to hour. What do we do? We divide by 60. Divide by 60. Divided by 60. Whereby you get 0.4. I'll round off to 0.42. So this is time now. These are hours. So now our speed will be, sorry, the speed will be distance over time taken. Distance over time taken. We said distance 47.5 kilometers. Time was the arrival, which is 8:20, minus the time when they left. We ended up having 25. These are minutes. Change the 25 minutes to hours. You get the answer 0.42 hours. So come now and substitute distance. It's this much. Time, it's this much. So our speed will equal to 47.5, don't put the kilometers, divided by 4.2. 4.7 divided by 0.42. So the speed was 113, 10. Round off, please. That's the answer. So this is the speed she'll be using. That is the speed she'll be using. The right answer. Express the amount of fatty cheese in ounce required for the salad for the above recipe. If 1 ounce 0, equals to that much. So for us, we have 200 grams. We need to divide that and we get the answer as that much. Okay. If you look at 1.3.2, if 10 tablespoons equal to 150 mils, determine how many liters of olive oil are required for the above recipe. So now I wonder why they're asking for liters. Anyway, these are the liters. These are milliliters. You see, 10 spoons. So simply meaning one tablespoon. 1 tablespoon will equal to divided by 10, which is 15 mil. So let's go to the recipe and we see. So the recipe says olive oil, we need 3 tablespoons. So we shall multiply this by 3. You end up having 45 mils. They don't want mils, they want liters. So of the mils, we divide by 1,000. The answer becomes 0.045 liters. Tando claims that she requires 100 grams of peanut for 9 people. Verify the calculations. First and foremost, remember that the preparation that you have is for 6 people. Now you need to look for how many or how much will the 9 people take for the peanuts. So we shall say 6 people. They need how much? 6 people need the peanuts. Where are they? The peanuts. Okay, yeah, it's supposed to be peanuts, not pine nuts. These ones here. For 6 people, we have 500 grams. So we shall say 6 people, 500 grams. What about the 9? Because we need to prove. Should it equal to 100, then the person is right. But if it's below or above, it's not right. Then here we go. All right, this becomes 50 times 9 divided by 6, which becomes so we need 75 is not the same as 100 grams. So it's invalid.